Good evening, I'm your host Caitlin McMullen, and here is tonight's top stories at KATE News. Tonight's stories include Death of a Language by our correspondent in the field, River Jackson, movie reviews by our Hollywood correspondent, Laura Chatterley, and an update on the weather before your holiday commutes by Kate Flanagan. Tonight's top story, Death of a Language. The Foundation for the Preservation of the American Language is currently conducting a study to find out whether the American language is eroding or expanding. The focus of this study is to find out whether language is dying in America. Beginning as early as the 70s, when the term bad took a transformation of 180 degrees to mean good. This marks the start of the deconstruction of the American language. The study does not label the transformation as bad in the old definition, but only that things are changing in our communication system. Slang words, once used as an emphasis for personal understanding of a subject, now take center stage in modern sentence structure. To understand the average American, one must obtain a broad understanding of slang words and pre-canned stereotypical responses that carry with them an inherent background that supports a broad range of philosophical ideals. Simply put, someone can now access an abundance of recognized statements that tells the listener more than just its encapsulated words. We went to a local college campus, the sanctuary of higher learning, to find out what today's sharp young minds feel about this subject. We now go live to River McMullen at Prince George's Community College. River, can you hear me?
Yes, Caitlin, we hear you loud and clear.
I'm here with English major Elizabeth James. Elizabeth, say hi to the American public.
What up? You can call me J Smooth. Hey, Nene, love you.
Well, J Smooth, do you feel we are losing touch with the American language?
I mean, it's like, yeah and no, and can't we all just get ahead, you know what I'm saying?
So you agree there's an disintegration within the communication skills?
Huh?
You're an English major, correct?
This week, but listen, Slim, I mean, it's got to do with the way the wind blows, you know, toss a coin, get around, you know what I'm saying?
J Smooth, do you think this change is helping broaden lines of communication?
It's like this.
With the invention of so many lines of communication, email, text messages, Facebook, all increasing the human choices of ways to convey ideas, the general thought would be, yes, it does broaden the communication lines. But language is just a tool, and the devices we use to transfer those ideas are also tools. The so-called usage of slang has become the growth edge of the language, a new way to say something. For example, anorexic models on the runways. We pretend to care, but they're still there, scrawny, hollow-eyed zombies. And in the midst of all this concern, we invent the expression fat. P-H-A-T. Fat used to mean big and undesirable, now means nicely shaped, sexy. Is this an accident? Or is it a highly tuned, ever-organic art form ready to adjust to our needs so that more may be said? As far as the deconstruction of the English language, you can blame technology all you want, but first ask yourself where you learned to speak. Was it in a classroom in grade school? Or was it from your mother, your older brother? Was it from your grandmother who had a thick Indian accent? Or was it from your best friend who couldn't say her L's? There's so much variation in the English language from city to city that it's hard to know what's standard and what's not. Do you say Merlin or Maryland? Do you wash your clothes or wash them? Every school child in the United States is taught to read and write the English language, but none are taught how to speak it properly. So the real question is, how are we supposed to know?
Know what I'm saying? Well, there you have it. This has been River Jackson reporting live from Prince George's Community College. Back to you, Caitlin.
Okay, thank you, River. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of responses on that one. Let's just hope they use correct English. And now we jet off to Hollywood for our movie reviews. Laura, what do you have for us today?
Well, Caitlin, there are a lot of great movies out this holiday season. So grab your coat, bundle up, and head out to the theaters. First up, get the kids, get Grandma, even get old Aunt Edna for this family-friendly squeak wall of a comedy. Alvin and the Chipmunks. This trio will sing and dance their way into your hearts. Next, we have a rom-com starring Sarah Jessica Parker and Hugh Grant. Did you hear about the Morgans follows a bickering New York couple on the verge of divorce. They're forced to come together after witnessing a murder and transferred to Wyoming in the Witness Protection Program. Guys, take your girls out for this one. The Sex and the City star shines as Meryl Morgan, and what girl doesn't like to see Hugh Grant with his shirt off? Rawr. Well, that's it for me here in Hollywood. I'm Laura Chatterley. Back to you in the studio, Caitlin.
Thanks, Laura. Those are some great movie reviews. I know I'm excited about that Sarah Jessica Parker movie. And now we're off to the weather desk with our award-winning meteorologist, Liz Flanagan. Kate, what you got in store for us this holiday season?
Well, Caitlin, today the weather will remain outdoors, so as long as you stay indoors and have paid your power bill, it shouldn't be of concern.
But the viewer would like to know.
Oh, sure, so would I. But I got nothing. I mean, if you want me to make something up, I guess I could.
That's just a little news humor. Right, Kate?
No, I'm serious. I attended a Native American tribal council of Rain Men last week, and I saw the light. But for your entertainment and viewer ratings, tonight's low will be in the 20s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a chance. Oh, hell, I can't do this. I have no idea. There's a storm swirling somewhere east, and there's a tornado in Iowa, and when the winds collide, it's a crapshoot. Wear a hat, okay?
Okay, that's great. I'm going to be looking for a job tomorrow. Well, this has been KATE News, and that's what you get. Tune in tomorrow.